Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well today. Thanks for tuning in. So today's video is going to be a really short video. I'm sorry I'm looking ultra super rough, guys. I actually just got home from work not that long ago, and I've changed into my comfy clothes. I'm about to take a shower and everything. My little Muffin. Where's she at? I don't know where she went. Anyway, Muffin's here, and I just let her out, and I just got home from work, and I just want to do a really short video on this channel about vision changes during anxiety. And I apologize if I have anything in my teeth ahead of time, because I was eating some like white cheddar chip puff things from Aldi's, and they were delish, because I'm pretty hungry, but I've got to wait for my husband to get home so that we can make some dinner. And then we're painting the living room today, which is going to be fun and exciting, and yeah, I'm probably going to be doing all the hard work, and he's going to be just using the roller on the walls. But anyways, so that's the explanation behind why I look like I do, and frankly, I just really don't give a crap. Anxiety-wise, today has been a pretty good day, except for the vision changes. And I don't know about you guys, but vision changes and vision problems, blurry vision, all those like physical symptoms with my vision are like an everyday thing for my anxiety, like every day. It all really started probably a few years ago, and I was going through a really rough time. Now, this isn't the time when I was at the doctor's office. This was a different rough time. I actually left my job, and I went to another job to work, and it ended up being like a complete disaster. Just a really, 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 really awful place to work. And I'm a pretty like thick-skinned person for the most part. Like most of the time, people I work with, don't bother me. It doesn't bother me if like a customer's rude or something. Most of the time, I'm pretty thick-skinned, but this place was beyond even me. Like I couldn't even handle these people. They were so rude, just so, gosh, I don't even know. Like my manager there was just terrible, horrendous. It was a very, very stressful time for me. And one time when I was driving home, I was just fine. And then all of a sudden, it's like everything slowed down. I had like tunnel vision, and I just felt like I was going to pass out. I felt really bad. And I probably had a lot of stuff on my mind that day. I mean, I don't remember, like, because it was probably like 5 years ago when this happened. But I know I had stuff on my mind. I was probably thinking like a million different things. And I'm pretty sure that I probably had a panic attack while I was driving. And I just, I don't know, I never had one before, at least not while I was driving. I'm sure I had one before, but I didn't have one while I was driving, and it really freaked me out. And I think ever since then, I've been really afraid that it's going to happen again, and that I'm going to have a panic attack while I'm driving. And that is probably the main reason behind my driving anxiety, which I have not to the point of where like I can't even drive anymore, but it's pretty darn uncomfortable, and it really affects me. I can't really go a lot of places that I used to go. You guys, I used to love to drive. Like I used to drive for fun. I used to drive wherever, whenever, night, day, whatever. Me and my husband used to like taking road trips. I used to like driving for like hours at a time. It was fun. Like I liked driving on the highway. I loved to drive. Like it was an escape for me to like get in my car and drive somewhere. And it's not like that anymore. Like I want to take a road trip so bad, and it's really hard for me because of my driving anxiety. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's going to be in my next video, me talking more about driving anxiety. But I think the vision problems are the main reason why I have driving anxiety. So the types of vision problems that I get are one is like a tunnel vision. I get a lot of blurry vision, especially while I'm driving. It's hard for me to like focus my eyes on street signs, on like landmarks that I'm passing. It seems like I'm going super fast and I just feel like everything's kind of rushing past me. It's very hard for me to focus my eyes on anything while I'm driving. And I know as I'm saying this, some of you guys are gonna be like, well, get off the dang road. Like, why are you, but it's not to the point of like where I can't, drive properly. Like, I would know if I can't drive properly. Trust me, I've been there. I've had moments before where I had a really bad migraine and I was getting a lot of the blurry vision from the migraine. And I mean, I literally like didn't really want to drive anywhere because I knew that I wasn't feeling my best and I wasn't going to be able to drive properly. And I just was like, I'm not going to drive today. But most of the time, I'm just fine. Like, I don't have problems where I can't drive. And I do feel like a lot of the vision problems I'm having and a lot of the problems as far as my anxiety and my vision problems do come from me getting migraines all the time. And I don't know if a lot of you guys get migraines too. I get them every month. I think they're mostly just hormonal related or whatever. And I used to get some really, really terrible ones. They've actually went down in severity, but my anxiety has went up in severity. And so I'm sure that my migraines have a lot to do with me and my vision changes, especially when I'm having a migraine. I get a lot of vision changes during that time, and then other times I'll be just fine. And then on days when I'm like feeling extremely anxious, I will get some vision changes. And it's not even just while I'm driving. I could be at the house, I'm just like got that blurry vision, just not being able to focus my eyes. And it seems like that's kind of a like pretty well-known symptom among people with anxiety, because I looked up on Google, which I shouldn't do because every time I Google things, I find answers that I don't want to know and that are probably have nothing to do with my situation. You know how it is. You Google like eye pain and you get like tumors in your brain, or your eyeball is going to need to get cut out or something. So I try not to Google, but I did Google once and I did find a lot of other people on different forums and things saying that they also got vision changes with their anxiety. A lot of tunnel vision, especially, and blurry vision. So I just wanted to ask you guys, like, do you guys get vision changes as well? And I have like notoriously bad night vision. Mostly, I think, again, it's stemming from my anxiety. I mean, I know that my eyes are very sensitive to light, and at night I do have a little bit of trouble seeing. Usually if I wear my glasses, I'm fine. Contacts tend to give me the halos, and so that's probably why I can't see as well at nighttime. But, I mean, I have been in like 2 car accidents and a motorcycle accident, and both of my car accidents were at night. One was when I was in high school, and it was my fault. It was in the snow, and it was snowing really hard, and I had an accident in the snow. It was my first time ever driving in the snow. And my second accident was also at night, and it was not my fault. I was actually just driving down the road, and this boy like T-boned me and totaled my car and everything. And I didn't feel too like scared at that time, but the more I was driving after those accidents, I felt more and more anxious about it. And then after I had that panic attack thing while driving, that I think just kind of sent me over the edge. And I mean, I am so terrified, like sometimes driving around certain people, it really, really freaks me out and scares me, especially on the highway. But yeah, so anyway, driving anxiety is another day, another video, but I did want to ask you guys about your vision changes. Do you get any vision changes with your anxiety? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But I would love to hear you guys comment like what kind of issues you have going on as far as your vision goes. And I've been to the eye doctor, I've been to an eye specialist, and I told her like all these problems I was having, not being able to focus and everything. And of course she's like, yeah, you've got to wear contact lenses, you've got to wear glasses because you can't see real good. But other than that, like, my eyes were fine. I mean, there was nothing wrong with my eyes. And I keep, this is where the health anxiety thing kicks in. You think like, okay, I've got a disease, I've got a disorder, there's something wrong with my brain, there's something wrong with my eyeballs. And you go to these doctors and then they're like, hey, you're fine. I mean, sometimes it's really good to just be safe and then sorry and go and get checked out. But a lot of times, at least for people with anxiety, I find that we're like freaking ourselves out for no apparent reason at all. But anyway, I've got to go take a shower, guys, and go ahead and get ready because my mom and dad are going to be over here soon, and they're going to be helping us paint the living room.